a lot of coin series are just complicated or time-consuming to collect from the beginning to the end. So what a lot of people do is do the playbook on bookends. The very first coin, the very last coin, right? Well, tonight we have the end of an era on a particular series. It's one of the most popular series of all time, the Buffalo Nickel. That will be the 1938 Denver, the last coin made. But tonight, certified 66s, everybody. Look at that beauty. Now, all of our coins will have a light hue of yellow, and a good number of them have a light hue of blue to them. Why is that important? If you see nickel-looking nickels from the 1930s, it means somebody dipped them, which is why they're too shiny. They should not look that way. A true nickel over time will oxidize with the elements around it. You're going to get a light yellowish to a light bluish hue. You can see in here the yellow's a little around the outside, which means it came from an original roll. The obverse on this one is just outright gorgeous. Again, 1938, which means this is a type 2, right? They had two different design types in 1913, the first year of issue. Right? The type 1, which was the mound with the word 5 cents on it, it rubbed off. And here's the corrected version called as the straight line with the word 5 cents tucked under it. And then between the E in 5 and the C in cents at the bottom of the coin, that's the D or Denver mint mark. Thanks, everybody. Between that last project and the widow's mites and everything else we've been working on here the last few minutes, the phones are kind of going crazy, so avccoins.com is the way to go. As I referenced, notice on the outside edges here, little hue of yellow around the outside. Some of them have some blue. It's just, they're gorgeous original specimens. Certified 66. That is the difference. That's the dagger here. Quality rules. Our competition has raws, coins and capsules, right? Coins and capsules for $81.50. For a 65 grade, they're at $112. Now we're one grade higher. That's a 66. For that same coin, they're at $135. Only difference is you're going to spend way too much money with them. For the same coin, you're going to spend a lot less with us. We're at $79.95 tonight for this gorgeous Buffalo. It was the end of the era. The Buffalo was made at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The last year of issue, 1938, this year, only one coin, Denver. No Philadelphia, no San Francisco's. And then also in 1938, the Jefferson nickel started. You might remember that. The reason why there's only one Buffalo, the Denver, is because we made P's, D's, and S's of the Jefferson nickel, that special new coin that kind of pushed this one out. This is the only Wild West theme in U.S. history. The Indian head cent was, well, Lady Liberty wearing a bonnet. We nicknamed it the Indian head cent, and that's where it went forward. This one's the true Wild West coin, which was pushed forward by President Theodore Roosevelt in the coin renaissance in the early 1900s, beautifying and making our coins to the image of who we are becoming in the world today. They started with the gold coins, right? St. Gaudens and the Belle of the Prats in 0708. The first coin design for circulating coins was the Lincoln cent in 1909, and then the second coin was the Buffalo nickel. Huge influence because Theodore Roosevelt spent a lot of his time out west, just looking at the beauty. He was responsible for a number of national parks and the establishment of national parks. Loved the beauty of who we are and what our country has to offer. So it's not a surprise to anybody that the design on the nickel he's redesigning is the Indian chief from the Wild West and the buffalo that roamed the Wild West. And it has become now one of the most popular coins of all time. To a point where, remember 2001, which was the special silver dollar they made? 500,000 of them. Okay? 500,000. Uncirculated and proof, 500,000. The first sellout in U.S. history, 2001. That silver dollar was the obverse and reverse design, identical match. First time in history they did that. Only difference was the year, 2001, and the denomination, not 5 cents, but $1. You can't touch that coin for under $200 today, and there's 500,000 of them out there. It was the first sellout. This particular coin, in 66 or higher condition, not 1%, not 0.5%, 0.37%. That's all that's known to exist out there in the marketplace. Now, NGC started certifying coins in the middle 1980s. That means for the last 35 years, this bookend, the last Buffalo ever, the 38D, has been a desired coin to want to certify. It just means, though, that they're not making the grade. They're uncirculated, wonderful, but they're not 66s. Huge difference. Massive difference. Well, tonight we have the 38Ds in stock, ready to go. We bumped into somebody that had 5 or 6 original rolls. They sent them in earlier this year, got them all back, and we bought the deal. And in 66, there were 52 coins. So it kind of tells you the curve isn't in your favor. But that doesn't matter, because we have them in 66. And we're not saying you got to buy the other 39 coins to match with the 66 to eat up that roll where this coin came from. Kind of crazy. Again, our competition, $81.50 for an uncirculated coin in a capsule. For a 65 grade, 1 grade lower than this, $112. This exact coin, $135. Look at how beautiful this coin is. And again, all original coloring, or toning as many of you will call it. You can see how there's the bluish hue underneath the head of the buffalo himself, kind of going into his beard, so to speak, and then you see that little wrapper on the outside, a little golden color. Just means it's an original coin from an original roll. Significant. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. We got to be moving. We started with 50, as I referenced, 50 and change. Already down to less than 20. A lot of people buying multiples. There is no limit. Thank you, Hunter. If you want to put one aside for yourself, or you have some people in your coin club, or you have that someone special you're collecting with, whether it's a grandson, a granddaughter, a child from down the street, or a friend from the church, it's all about passing on this beautiful hobby we have. Talk about history in your hands. And tonight, we're talking about some of the finest known coins. All of last year's Morgans, every one of them, the P, the D, the O, the S, the CC, the other beautiful coin of 2021. Made 175,000 of each of them, right? Certified, they're all over 30,000, which is, again, not a high number. We usually expect to see 30% maybe for a modern issue, which means we would be seeing closer to 55,000, 60,000 coins. This coin right here, the last Buffalo, from 3/4 of a century ago. You ready? 26,250 known to exist this nice. Out of 7 million plus coins. That's special. That's unique. Not $135 like our competition. Our price tonight's just $79, $79.95. Join us.